Broadway's Romeo plus Juliet revival knows its audience, all right. Director Sam Gold's cast Heartstopper breakout Kit Connor and West Side Story actress Rachel Zegler in the title roles of William Shakespeare's classic romantic tragedy, two of Hollywood's biggest rising stars. And, knowing that the Gen Z icons would be drawing a bevy of their eager fans to the theater, he made sure this Romeo plus Juliet gave the audience exactly what they want: lots and lots of kissing. In fact, theatergoers go so crazy for the makeouts in the production, which opened on Thursday, October 24 at the Circle in the Square Theater in New York City, that Connor, 20, and Zegler, 23, themselves added one more smooch in before previews began. That limp lock in particular happens during Shakespeare's famed balcony scene, where Romeo declares his love for Juliet from the garden below and the two decide to marry. Readers of the play may realize the script famously does not usually include a kiss, the bard intending for the physical distance between Romeo and Juliet to serve as a symbol of the hatred that exists between the families of the torn lovers. But Gold throws that out the window, having Connor do a pull-up onto a raised bed that Zegler is perched on, so he can give her one last goodbye. There, as a score of gleeful oohs and ahs directed at the actor's exposed arm muscles project from the eager audience, Connor plants a kiss on Zegler's lips. Audiences clearly love it, so much so that bootleg recordings of the passionate peck have gone viral on TikTok. As Connor and Zegler told Teen Vogue in a story published on October 22, the two brainstormed the idea of the additional smooch on September 25, during the invited dress rehearsal. The whole point is that he never really gets to her, and that's the beauty of the scene, Zegler explained. But he had figured out a way to get to me, and I immediately went backstage after the balcony scene. We checked in, and then I immediately grabbed my phone and I texted Sam, our director, and I was like, "We need to kiss in the balcony scene." And he said, "Done and done." So by the first preview, that kiss was in there. And that, perhaps, is what sums up Gold's bold new revival of Romeo plus Juliet best. Because every decision in the creation of this production seems to have been made not in service to the script, but in service to Connor and Zegler's generation of fans. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Gold has clearly created a distinct, unique world in which many who have likely never seen themselves in this tale can feel represented. And his creative team, including costume designer Enver Chakartash, lighting designer Isabella Bird, choreographer Sonia Tea, and scenic designer Dots, have all worked together to create an immersive setting that reflects that. The cast is decked out in trendy late 90s, early 2000s inspired garb, seemingly bought directly from a contempo casuals or urban outfitters of yesteryear. Inflatable furniture and shopping carts full of stuffed animals are littered around the stage. There's neon lights, same-sex smooches, vaping, and a ball filled with rave-like music and lots of energetic dancing. There's even a floor of silk flowers that would make the perfect backdrop for the most Instagrammable selfies in Verona. Helping set the mood is music written by prolific producer Jack Antonoff, the show marking the first time he's composed for Broadway. The handful of songs, including Man of the House, a catchy track beautifully sung by Zegler, give the entire play a vibe that's hard to resist. Casting, save for our titular characters, is completely gender and color blind. Many actors effortlessly move between wildly different roles. Gabby Beans, a 2022 Tony nominee for The Skin of Our Teeth, grounds the show as Mercutio, the Friar and the Prince. Tawny Dorfman, a standout in 13 Reasons Why, toggles between Tybalt and the nurse, bringing equal strength to both characters. Gian Perez, in his bright Broadway debut, tackles Samson, Paris, and Peter. And the bearded Sola Fatarin, last of Aaron Sorkin's Tony-nominated revival of Camelot, adds warmth and power to both of Juliet's parents, Capulet and Lady Capulet. The rest of the cast, all doing solid work, are made up of Daniel Bravo Hernandez, Abraham, Josiah Chase Owens, Gregory, Nihar Davuri as Balthazar, and Tahin Modak, Benvolio. But there's no doubt that Connor and Zegler are the stars here, and they run away with the show. The two have combustible chemistry and present a Romeo and Juliet that are bright-eyed, hopeful, and lead with love, which makes their tragic ending that much more heartbreaking.